Palma. Oh,
man.
that's unfair, eh? Palma, 7 points in the game.
To Del Fuentes. Caloocan makes the shot and knocks it down. Malonga is open. 3-point.
My goodness!
He's a jumper by Robin Celis. Nataliano has time. Just posterized by
Two teams in separate divisions battle it out in our main game ngayong Lunes dito sa Alonte Sports Arena in the city of Biñan in Laguna. The Biñan Tatak Gel coming off a heavy defeat in Nueva Ecija. They welcome Jeff Manday and the Caloocan Batangkang Kalu fresh off a victory more than a week ago. Pamboy Raimundo will try to carry the fight para dito sa Biñan as they make their homestand ngayong Lunes. 13-9 ang Biñan as they take on the 16-7 Caloocan Batangkang Kalu. Magandang gabi mga kaliga sa Love Tupas. Kasama si Javi Palanya. Magandang gabi din sa mga nanonood sa atin sa YouTube channel. And syempre, we are live on Solar Sports. Javi, very important game for both teams. Caloocan with Pangasinan winning earlier. Under pressure sila ngayon na makakuha ng panalo dito against Biñan.
Tama ka, because now they are tied with the Pangasinan Heat Waves. They want to try and lock up that fourth spot to try and see if they can have home court advantage. We haven't seen them play a lot on their home floor this year, so playing in the playoffs sa Caloocan Sports Complex would be very good para sa kanila, while itong Biñan, it has been a struggle as of late, especially after that huge loss to Nueva Ecija. They've been playing flat, especially in the end game, so it's up to them now here to play well in front of their home court.
Well, really, a timely homecoming para sa kanila. No? Kailangan nila ng spark dito in this matchup. And let's bring in our courtside reporter, Mika Abisamis. Mika, kamusta yung dalawang kupunan natin? Lalo na itong Biñan na hindi maganda ang resulta in their last game.
Napakasakit talaga nung talo ng Biñan sa Nueva Ecija, no? Pero ang major realization nitong si Coach Boyet Fernandez is that at number 6, teams just below them could still put them in danger. Sa playoffs, no, nandyan ang Basilan, nandyan ang Mindoro, nandyan ang Muntinlupa. Kaya naman sabi ni Coach Boyet sa kanyang team, with our lineup, hindi na pwedeng mangyari ulit yun. Para naman dito kay Coach Mike Sagigit, just at, right below Nueva Ecija, San Juan, and Abra, anyone could easily enjoy this spot. Pero sabi niya sa akin, Mika, hindi biro ang buwan na to. He calls it the survival month. He has Pangasinan, he has Ilagan, he has Muntinlupa, he has Zamboanga. Sabi niya, hindi na talaga pwedeng matalo ngayon. And so, ang summary nitong report ko, hindi na mapagkakaila. Talagang usapang standings na si Delphin Javi.
Maraming salamat, Mika. Really, every game matters from here on because of the, how tight the race for the playoffs and seedings are right now dito sa MPBL. No? And you talk about Caloocan, we know about the veterans, we know about the gunners and guys like Jeff Manday, but one player who has really, separated himself among them, he plays with a certain flair in him.
Yeah.
And I like what I'm seeing, Paul Casin.
Yeah, he has really risen to become one of the main producers of this Caloocan squad. 16 points against Val City. He's only averaging close to 8 points per game. But look at how efficient he's been this season para sa Caloocan Batangkang Kalu, averaging 42%. He shot 50% in that game against Valenzuela. And he has really expanded his game. He has expanded his repertoire from a guy who's just usually banked on to be an energy guy, somebody who comes off the bench. He has created a lot of impact, starting a lot of games para kay Coach Mike Sagigit. And I think playing under Coach Mike in this new system, he has really blossomed into a more complete player.
Oh, very creative and very crafty. Ito si Paul Casin. And on the other hand naman, we talk about being stable and, when you talk about execution, you talk about this guy right here. Pamboy Raimundo, he, most of it, carried the fight against Nueva Ecija. Even the little fight that Biñan showed there siya na yung nanguna doon.
Yeah, he was the only bright spot, if you could say, para sa Biñan Tatak Gel in that game against Nueva Ecija. 15 points on 5 out of 13 shooting. The only guy in double figures really para sa kanila. And that's unacceptable. Nasabi na nga ni Mika kanina, hindi na pa pwede yung mga ganitong klaseng talo with their kind of lineup because they need to push harder, especially if they want to raise their game to a different level. Lalo na may mga bago silang additions. Warren Bonifacio is there, and then you have other guys that you can bank on.
No, and this is, make no mistake about it, this is one of the stronger teams in the league, itong Biñan. And they do have a trio right here that can do some damage. Carlo Lastimosa, Renzo Sobido, all proven players in college and also saw action in the PBA. Ito naman si Warren Bonifacio, one of the premier big men sa ating liga, but they really struggled big time against Nueva Ecija. Look at the shooting there, Javi.
Yeah, 6 out of 29 in total for this trio, and that's just really unacceptable for Biñan, especially in a game where you had to go up against one of the elite teams in the league. Their production is very much needed to try and provide support to the main guys. Actually, they are the main guys of this team, and for them to score under double figures, it's just really not what Biñan wants, especially with the other guys also struggling. Kenny Rocacorva also didn't have a good game in that one.
Well, Biñan needs to get it together as they host the Caloocan Batang Kangkalu. Let's go to Richard Campos.
To the main game of the evening at the Alonte Sports Arena as we bring you the 2025 Manny Pacquiao's MPBL Season 7. Batang Kangkalu versus your Biñan Tatak Gel, live on Solar Sports. Introducing first the starting unit for Caloocan, Batang Kangkalu. At forward number 1, Romel Calahat. Playing center number 5, Ronnie Machas. Starting at guard number 7, Jeremer Cabanag. At forward number 11, Paul Sanga. Point guard number 29, Joko Tayungtong. The head coach is Mike Sagigit, assisted by Stephen Mopera, Philip De La Cruz, and Mark Orias. Team manager, Mac Robert Dichandu. Team governor, Jeremy Tin. Team owners, Dennis Flores and Honorable Congressman Oka Malapitan. And now, for your Biñan Tatak Gel Beast Motorcycle Tire Game X. Small forward number 88, Kenny Rocacorva. At point guard number 0, Pamboy Raimundo. Power forward number 4, Warren Bonifacio. Playing center number 18, Jason Ballesteros. Starting at guard number 22, Carlo Lastimosa. Their head coach, Boyet Fernandez, assisted by Gino Manansala, Gino Manuel Eliazar Cabototan, and JR Manansala. LGU partners Mayor Jel Alonte with Ruben Tan and Monjing Talisayon. Team owners Jid Anyon Web.
Starting 5 is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Tayungtong, Cabanag, Matias, Calahat, and Sanga ang magsisimula para sa Caloocan. Raimundo, Lastimosa, Ballesteros, Bonifacio, and Rocacorva para naman sa Biñan. Now, our officiating crew, J. Castroverde, Efren Naganan, Zen Manansala, and JR Francisco. Crucial game for both teams. Biñan trying to avoid another defeat. Another defeat could allow the other teams sa ilalim nila in the South Division to catch up. Caloocan naman trying to stay in step with the win of Pangasinan earlier. Kenny Rocacorva. And Kenny Rocacorva did not see action until halfway through the second quarter against Nueva Ecija. And that surprises me, Javi.
Yeah, actually, when he's been one of the top scorers for Biñan this season, as we see Warren Bonifacio open up scoring festivities. That was a tough look with a hand in his face.
They need Warren Bonifacio to get going in this ball game. Kalahat, the kick out. Ronnie Matias, short on the three. Kalahat with the offensive rebound. Well defended by Warren Bonifacio. Here comes Kenny Rocacorva. Ballesteros to Pamboy Raimundo. Pamboy will shoot. Too strong. Rebound ni Kalahat.
I think it's nice that Biñan started Jason Ballesteros alongside Warren Bonifacio. This gives him more room to operate because we know Ballesteros also tends to man the shaded area a lot, so Warren Bonifacio can have the opportunity to man the outside, take those outside jumpers.
Rocacorva in the lane. The runner doesn't drop. That's not the usual tendency ni Kenny. He will take it strong to the cup. That time he settles for that runner.
And I've been talking to Mac Cardona a lot over the past few days, and he has really shared to me how much he's trying to really push Kenny Rocacorva in practice. Dahil may game sila against Marikina where Kenny scored under 10 points again. And that just shouldn't happen. Sabi ni Mac, alam mo kung ako yan during my prime, mahina ang 20.
Oh,
You know,
with the talent that he has.
Exactly. You have to have that killer instinct. And Kenny Rocacorva, he has shown us that he has become one of the elite players in this league, but it's now the consistency that he has to deal with. Yan ang kailangan niyang i-apply ngayon.
Here's Carlo Lastimosa. Nandun agad si Matias. There's a switch here. Carlo takes on Ronnie. Hesse from Carlo, no good. Rebound secured by Warren Bonifacio. Bonifacio on the spin. That's short. Great defense there by Kalahat and Cabanag.
A crafty move by Bonifacio, just falling short. Good thing that Kalahat and Cabanag were there to shield the basket away from Warren Bonifacio.
Cabanag the turnaround. Mintis. Rebound ni Ballesteros. Quickly to Lastimosa. Carlo in the lane, and Carlo Lastimosa puts it in. Biñan with a 5-0 lead.
Yeah, don't you just love it if you're Biñan? You have both Carlo Lastimosa and Kenny Rocacorva running the wings. So much easier for a point guard like Pamboy Raimundo to distribute.
Here's Rocacorva. This is much better from Biñan. There's a whistle against Caloocan. That should be on Jeramer Cabanag. Two black shirts getting entangled there. Check out this fast break of the game. Brought to you by Extreme X Pop, personal karaoke speaker, everyday karaoke.
This is pretty much the way that they have to play if they want to take advantage of the players that they have on their roster. They can't just stick to deliberate basketball and wait for their other big men to get it in the post. That just really slows them down and puts them at a disadvantage dahil di na nila nagagamit yung strength ng iba nilang players.
Pamboy Raimundo shoots the three. Sanga, corner three. Still no good. Rocacorva flying in for that rebound. Here's Pamboy Raimundo. 5-0 lead for Biñan. Lastimosa. They are much more assertive on the attack here. Itong Biñan as Lastimosa banks it in.
That's what's gotta happen for Biñan. I love that Lastimosa is not settling for outside shots. He's looking to put the ball on the deck and attack.
Inside, Matias.
But defensively, they have to be more coordinated. They can't allow guys creeping from behind. When there is an opportunity to trap, they have to make sure that there's rotation on the backside, ensuring the backflow. Kaya ang Caloocan dun nakascore dahil walang tao sa ilalim.
Ballesteros. Raimundo gets it back. He's trapped. Lastimosa. He barely beats the shot clock, but Caloocan gets the rebound. Here comes Paul Sanga. The step back three from Sanga. Here comes Rocacorva. 3-on-2. Lastimosa fires. That's short.
And he acknowledges that miss sa kanyang coaching staff.
Assist of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
You got three guys converging on the guy with the ball. That leaves Matias wide open. That essentially brings a lot of options for the passer inside the paint.
7-2. Jeff Manday and Prince Casin is in the game. Prince Casin is also checking in, and Jeremy Cabana hits the three from the corner.
I think that Coach Mike Sagigit now acknowledges that he has to deal and match up with the speed that Biñan has shown here early in the first quarter, with both Lastimosa and Roca Curva really trying to attack the shaded area.
Well, Bonsubre is also in the game, matching up against Jason Ballesteros. Chris Bitoon has made his return to the Caloocan lineup. Bitoon gets it to Kalahat. That's a three from Romel.
We talked about how Prince Casin has improved greatly. I think itong si Romel Kalahat has also improved dramatically his game this season. And among a very talented group of front court players, he has risen to be a very reliable big for Coach Mike Sagigit.
It's an 8-2 response from Caloocan after going down 5-0. Big Boy Hernandez, pinasok na in place of Jason Ballesteros. There's the nudge galing kay Lastimosa.
Yeah, really forced the issue there. He had Roca Curva open on the left corner. Defense clamped down on him there. A good way for Cabanag to draw that offensive foul.
Bonsubre, Manday is wide open. He knocks it down.
Can't leave Jeff Manday wide open. First shot already in the bank there para kay Jeff Manday.
Here's where Caloocan is at their dangerous when they find the open man, particularly from beyond the arc.
They have a lot of shooters to choose from, especially with this dynamic backcourt that they have. Bitoon and Manday both can interchange handling the rock. This time Manday plays off ball.
3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Roca Curva helped there on the dive of June Bonsubre.
And most of the time, you'd love that to happen, but when your man is a shooter like Jeff Manday, I think it's better to you not gamble.
There is a reason why he is in the corner.
Yep.
Roca Curva averaging 10.4 points and 5.5 rebounds per ball game. 11-9. Under 4 minutes to play here in the first period. That's off Rael Cervantes. Turnover Caloocan. JJ Pido, Warren Bonifacio, Big Boy Hernandez, Kenny Roca Curva, and Bam Lopez for Biñan. Here's Roca Curva. Kay JJ Pido, bounce pass inside. Bam Lopez able to score.
Yeah, this guy, Bam Lopez, he has also turned into a reliable off-the-bench player for Coach Boyd Fernandez recently. Given the opportunity, he has taken advantage of it, and he gives Biñan a scrappy guard who can give some energy on both ends of the floor.
Roca Curva looks ahead, uses the pick, he'll shoot the three. And that will be against Big Boy Hernandez.
Trying to get that ball away from June Bonsubre. At Caloocan has turned up their defensive intensity here at this point of the first quarter, allowing Biñan only one shot per possession.
Tumabit si Big Boy. And Bonsubre, of course, will not let go.
Oh, yeah.
Casin. Nice move. Casin unable to finish. Pido. Bam Lopez wide open. That's a 3. Short on that attempt.
And they're just going to keep going at it. Good thing our referees get in the middle of that right away.
Of your respective benches and observe the proper bench decorum.
Gonna be a long night for Jay Castroverde and company.
Yeah, you got a lot of players on both sides who really like to play physical.
Well, check out what happened here. Doon.
An elbow by Bonsubre with the right.
You know what I like about everything there? They did not remove their eye contact with Jay Castroverde the whole time.
Yeah, they
May
were,
mga kamay nila ginagamit nila pero nakatutok kay referee Jay yung mata nila.
siyempre nag-aantay sila kung sino ang mabibiyayaan ng pito.
We are tied at 11. Should be an offensive foul. Unsportsmanlike foul, rather.
And that's going to be against
Number
Bonsubre.
18, June Bonsubre,
June
for
Bonsubre, yes.
excessive hard contact.
For excessive
There was
hard
a warning
contact.
on Biñan Tatak Gel.
The
Number
warning
3,
on Big Boy.
Hernandez for unsportsmanlike behavior.
He just really can get on your nerves to see Big Boy Hernandez.
Parang namimili din to ng ano eh.
Big Boy Hernandez.
Yeah, you know, sometimes it does benefit him, but sometimes he tends to do a little too much, which is to the detriment of their squad.
There's not a game in this na may konting confrontation or konting entanglement.
I mean, that's just players really trying their best to compete and show that killer instinct to one another. But of course, that will entail responsibility and balance. It can't just be all physical play. You got to do it within the bounds of the game.
Mintis ang jumper ni Maestre. Caloocan clamping down defensively. Chris Biton.
2 minutes.
Manlangit. Drives against Maestre. Gives it up to Casin. Real Cervantes will shoot the 3. Casin could not secure the rebound. Bola mapupunta sa Biñan.
Na-rebound ni Boss Roel Condo doon sa ilalim. Na-rebound ni Boss Roel.
Hindi lang yan yung mga nire-rebound niya. JJ Pido. Binigay kay Peña Redondo from the corner. No good. Manlangit gets it to Manday. Manday, stop and pop! And he knocks down the 3.
Oh, what a shot there galing kay Jeff Manday. It's so hard to stop on a dime after a quick run like that. Oh my goodness.
That was a sprint.
Yeah.
Right?
And he just stopped right then and there behind the three-point line. Saktong-sakto. Was able to set his feet and go up straight for that shot. Not a lot of players have that kind of ability and talent. Take a look at it here. See how he turned on the Jets. Just behind the three-point line.
That's difficult to do. That's a lot of pressure on the knees.
Oh, yeah. They're really going to have to do a lot of strength work for that to happen.
14-12, Caloocan in the lead. And Mark Pingres is in the game para sa Biñan. JJ Manlangit. Cervantes wants it against Pingres. 10 seconds to work with. Cervantes, the turnaround shot. Masyado malakas. Manlangit with a rebound. Casin gets it to Rail. Atake sa ilalim and Real Cervantes gets that one to drop.
Talagang trinabaho niya yung possession na yun. Was unable to hit the shot over the defense of Mark Pingris in the initial try, but got the second chance from Prince Casin.
Inside they go. Bam Lopez. That's a couple of baskets underneath. And it's all about, if you're Bam, just being smart.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's attention is somewhere else. This is the play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. JJ Pido with the pass there.
And the thing is, he just really knows where to go. He moves well without the basketball. I know he realizes that the defense will be on his other teammates, and he just knows where to go, where to get the pass, and he's just strong enough to go up for shots like that.
16-14, 4 points now para kay Bam Lopez. Chris Bitoon to JJ Manlangit. Cervantes wants it. Manday will launch the three and will miss. And that will do it for the first period.
16-14.
Caloocan Batang Kangkalu with a 2-point lead here on the road against the Biñan Tatak Gel. 5-0 start for Biñan, but itong Caloocan answering right back. And then a couple of three-pointers from Manday. Also this one from Jeremy Cabana, giving them the advantage here at the end of one.
There was a lot of back and forth action in that first quarter. Both teams not really shooting well. Biñan shooting only 29%. Caloocan 30%, and that's why it's been a highly defensive game between these two squads, because both teams have been playing hard. They know the stakes of this game.
Caloocan and Biñan, the comparison right here. The steals, number 1 ang Caloocan, Javi. Ito yung dito sila talaga pinakamalakas sa liga natin, no? Points allowed, no, top 10 defensive teams itong dalawang kupunan natin.
Yeah, I think the entry of Coach Mike Sagigit, they were already a good team defensively under Coach Toto Trujillo, but I think the intensity of their defensive front has greatly increased. But the entry of Coach Mikey has given them more schemes, and the pressure has been more intense. He has really taken advantage of the young legs that he has in the backcourt and in the wings, and it has helped Caloocan rise up to become another good defensive team here in the league.
Captain Hook, Mac Cardona, and KG Canaleta right there for Biñan. Second quarter underway. Lopez, Maestre, Pido, Peñarredondo, Pingris. Same 5 for Biñan. Peñarredondo. Lopez, plenty of time on the shot clock. The spin from Bam. It's a wild shot. Manday, Manlangit, Valencia, Casin, and Cervantes para sa Caloocan here. Manlangit. It's it to Manday. They go to Cervantes. Step back jumper, well challenged by Mark Pingris. Rebound with Peñarredondo.
It's been quite the intense battle one-on-one between Cervantes and Mark Pingris here in this game.
Pido will drive. JJ Pido. Great move there from JJ Pido.
Using the crossover to freeze his defender. Getting all the way to the right side of the basket.
Manlangit for 3. Yes! Caloocan. That's their 5th triple of the ball game. And it's 19-16.
They just have a bunch of shooters on this squad. From the guards to the big men. A lot of guys capable of hitting that outside shot.
Valencia against Maestre. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Lopez, no good. Rebound, Cervantes ahead to Manlangit. Manday pulls the trigger, gets it to go.
he really justifies that jersey number well.
Yes. Kulang na lang sapatos.
Wow. Jeff Manday, another big shot from the left corner.
3-point shot is brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances. Jeff Manday, 3 threes in the ball game so far. Caloocan ahead, 22-16. Get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. You're still with us. So Dev Tupas and Abby Palanya and Mika Abisamis here at the Lotte Sports Arena. Congressman Oka Malapitan and Boss Dennis Abella.
That's quite the VIP row here tonight at the Alonte Sports Arena. Was Dennis Flores also here?
Ikaw na maging Dennis Abella.
Iba talaga ang datingan ng isang Dennis Abella.
Head of Operations, Emer Oreta. 22-16. And a little over, under 2 minutes gone by in this main game of your Monday night triple header dito sa MPBL. So Renzo Sobido has come in for Nat Lopez. JJ Pido. Peña Redondo. Wide open. Sobido for 3. No. Maestre flying in for that offensive rebound. And he puts it back in.
One of the more under-the-radar guys here in the league, Mike Maestre. From his time with Pasig to now with Biñan, has always been a reliable rebounder.
JJ Manlangit got the roll. 24-18. Sobido. Maestre back to Sobido. Baba kay Pingres. There's a foul.
Ping has repeatedly been demanding for that basketball on the block against Mark Pingres. It has been a tooth and nail battle in the post.
For Prince Cousin, Warren Bonifacio back in the game for Mike Maestre.
It's 15.
Ronnie Machas
14 seconds. And the shot clock of Biñan.
Shot clock 14 seconds.
Sobido. Joey Barcuma is in the game as well for Caloocan. Look at Peña Redondo. Pido inside to Bonifacio. Everything has not been easy for the Tatak Gel here.
A defensive intensity has greatly prevented Biñan from getting a decent shot off.
Kickball.
It seems they're always in a scramble. Sila pa ang parang nagugulo.
Ayun na nga. The pressure has influenced the way that they run their offense. Parang nagmamadali sila parati.
24-18. Coach Boyet has called a timeout. Jeff Manday. Or it's just a Monday. 11 points against Valenzuela and Romel Calahat with 9 in that victory so far. Sabi daw nila, dahil Lunes ngayon, maganda ang lalaruin ni Jeff Manday. 9 points so far.
I was already thinking of making that joke a while ago dahil nga na-mention na yan kanina nung nagbe-pre-prod tayo pero gusto ko sana iwasan pero you brought it up already. Our floor director brought it up. So okay, yeah, it is a Monday and it looks like so far so good for Jeff Monday.
24-18. Libre na naman si Manday sana doon. 6.5 to play here in the second quarter. JJ Manlangit with a jumper. That almost went in. Binalik na si Pamboy Raimundo dito to restore order dito sa opensa ng Biñan, Javi.
Yeah, you know, Pamboy Raimundo has always been a very loyal and trusted soldier of Coach Boyet Fernandez. When he wants something to be fixed on the court, he brings in Pamboy.
That's off Palencia's foot. Turnover. Ball going back to Biñan. Earlier, Mark Pingres had a big opportunity dun sa ilalim. He did his best. Makakuha ng pwesto dun.
It really is quite different when Ping is in the court because I believe it lessens the offense of Biñan being dynamic. So now, you know, there's a lot of standing around and waiting around by the other guys. Not a lot of man movement when he asks for it in the post.
Pushing well on number 5, Ronnie Matias is first.
It's a push on Ronnie Matias.
With 14 seconds to shoot.
Meanwhile, let's bring in Mika Abisamis.
Ronnie Matias and Mark Pingres were teammates in Sunbik Coffee. Kwento ni Ronnie kay Ping daw siya natuto ng mga konting pang-aasar sa court. Sabi naman ni Ping, Ronnie is really one of the toughest players ever in Philippine basketball. Mukhang hindi nag-workout, pero tibay ng katawan while they are at it. Sabi ko, Ping, alam mo, napag-usapan na rin namin, nandun na kami. No? Sabi ko, anong masasabi mo na bago na talaga ang dynamics ng season na to? No? It's already a much younger league. In the middle of my sentence, he said, alam ko na kung saan ka papunta. Oo, grabe na ang galing ng mga bata dito ngayon. Pero kaming mga veterano pa rin ang may dala ng kaalaman at pride. Oo, marami silang bagong skills galing sa mga skills coach. Pero kami, masasabi namin, dumaan kami sa hirap, training, tulad ng pagtakbo sa bukid kasama ang mga baka. At sabi din niya, biro nga niya, sige nga, pag hindi nyo na kami kasama nila Gabi Espinas, hindi nyo ba kami mamimiss sa Delph Javi?
Oo nga naman.
That is putting us on the spot. Of course, we will miss you. Siyempre, you know, it's really tough to that this league, you know, you have to keep up with everything. Offensive foul kay Ronnie Matias doon, Peña Redondo. Too fast for his own good there.
But really, you know, it just really makes us even more grateful of their presence here, despite the stage of their careers, you know, already advancing in age, but still playing at a high level and keeping in step with a lot of the young guys in this league.
This is to me, I think them, you know, coming here to the MPBL, you know, during a time na, you know, there were also a lot of doubters dito sa liga natin. Tayong gets the teardrop to fall. They gave us a lot of credibility.
For sure.
Okay, they gave us a lot of credibility. Itong pagpasok nila Ping dito, nila Gabi Espinas, they, you know, they believe in what this league is all about.
Tama ka dyan. And you know, for them to also say that it's not a breeze playing in this league. You also have to work hard. You see how Pingres had to work for that shot, but what impressive footwork shown by the Pinoy Sakurangi there.
Nababalik ko. Yan ang bunga ng takbo sa bukid.
Kasama ng mga baka.
Kasama ng mga baka. Cabanag could not get the roll. Juan Bonifacio with the rebound. Here comes Carlo Lastimosa. Pamboy picks it up. No.
Oh, medyo nailang siya dun sa presensya ni Carlo who fell down in front of him.
Barkuma. Okay, Joey Barkuma. Sometimes you have to protect yourself as well.
Yes. I really get scared for this guy when he gets airborne because he just goes 110% full speed.
I think that was only, again, that was only magnified because of his size.
Yeah,
Taekwondo Bonifacio, that was a duty foul right there.
He just went so high up na matindi rin yung naging bagsak niya.
And he's Kaloy Yulo. He has to be well balanced.
Especially na World Balance pa yung sponsor ng kanilang jersey.
Kaya nga, he has to be...
I think
he's a two-time gold medalist in the Olympics.
Yeah, he has to be used to these kinds of acrobatics. I think Caloocan wanted an unsportsmanlike foul, but I do agree with you, Sidel. That's just a regular foul for me. No way. Oh!
Wow!
Okay.
Upon review, it was an unsportsmanlike foul on number 4, Warren Bonifacio, for excessive hard contact.
I don't agree with
First foul on Warren Bonifacio.
I don't agree with it.
I really think there wasn't much there. You're gonna see here the replay.
It was Marcuma who barged into him.
Exactly.
Actually.
He initiated the contact. See what happened here. That's just a regular foul, really.
I mean, what do you have to do when the guy is 5'4" and weighs 150 pounds, and you are around 230, 240, 6'4"? Anong magagawa mo dun?
That was
Alam ka naman iwasan mo.
Yeah, that was a terrible call. Terrible call. It was definitely a defensive foul, but not an unsportsmanlike foul. Terrible call.
And then there was no intent there.
Exactly.
There was no intent there. 28-22.
It was just the laws of physics that took place there. Mas maliit si Barcuma, mas malaki si Bonifacio at ganun yung nangyari.
Ganun talaga.
Ganun talaga.
If it was Kalahat there who made that drive, it would not be the same.
Yes. And I know that Coach Boyd, his frustrations are now doubling, maybe even tripling right now because they're playing on their home floor and they don't have a lot of calls in their favor here in the second quarter.
And yun, yung nakalock yung kay Carlo Lastimosa dun sa kamay ni Cabanag. But and it's a bit frustrating because they have really not yet settled into this ball game, Javi, itong Biñan.
Yeah, after a good start, we saw how they were very aggressive. They were asserting their will inside, especially with both Roca Curva and Lastimosa attacking the shaded area, not settling for jump shots. But that situation has flipped ever since the other guys from the bench came in for Caloocan.
Look at Jeremy Cabanag taking it upon himself there. He's got 5 points. And Jeremy Cabanag doing this in front of his collegiate coach.
You're right.
Boyd Fernandez, the guy who recruited him.
There is some sort of added motivation when you go up against your former head coach.
A whistle going against Ping.
And they continue to struggle here in the half court. Itong Biñan Tatakjel, I still believe that the dynamic nature of their offense in the first quarter could not be duplicated with Mark Pingris inside.
Here's the play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Yeah, that's a nice shot. Great footwork exemplified by Mark Pingris, but you see that there was a lot of standing around from the other guys.
Bonsubre is open. 2 nice plays from Jeremy Cabanag. The basket earlier, and then the pass to June Bonsubre para sa ating assist of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Another timeout on the floor here. We'll be right back. That's a Gixxer fan of the game, born for greatness. We're back here in Biñan. Before we continue, I'd like to give a quick birthday shout-out sa ating CCU operator, Charlie Llanes.
Yes, sir. Happy birthday, Kuya Charlie.
Happy birthday. Kung nagdidiwang dyan sa OB. Kaya pala ang daming pagkain today.
Yes. Nabutan mo ba yung palabok kanina?
Meron.
Oo,
Meron pa daw
masarap.
doon.
Masarap yung palabok.
Alam mo, yung trabaho ni Kuya Charlie, pagpangit ng kulay na lumalabas sa screen nyo, kasalanan niya yan. See, everyone here plays a role in the coverage of our beloved MPBL. Off a timeout, Biñan forced into a shot clock violation.
The defensive pressure of Caloocan has been so immense that Biñan always tends to rush their shots.
2 minutes.
There is really no flow at the moment for Biñan. Only 22 points. And we're down to the final 2 minutes of the half. But what about Caloocan? Everything going in, kahit off-balance shot.
Yeah, from a very low-scoring first quarter, Caloocan has turned on the Jets here in the second period. Even shots like that by Carlo Lastimosa missing for Biñan.
Marcuma wants to slow things down. They go to Bunsubre. Cabanag now. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Jeramer pulls up. Almost got that one in. Lastimosa gets it to Ruka Curva. Easy too.
That's a rare fast break opportunity para sa Biñan here. Nobody from Caloocan getting down. It just so happened Kenny Ruka Curva was ahead of the pack.
Joko. Bunsubre beats Ballesteros off the bounce, but he could not finish the layup. Here's Ruka Curva. There's a double team waiting for him. Subido. He'll attack the defense and blocked by Bunsubre.
See how unforgiving this defense is? There is always somebody there to protect the basket.
This is the fast break of the game brought to you by Extreme X Play on the go speaker. Take your music anywhere.
They're miscue on defense there. That was off a turnover.
Comes in for Jonathan Yungdong.
33 seconds remaining. Kasin and Manday make the return. Mamboy against Barcuma. Lastimosa, the tough shot. Yes!
Let's see, even there, you had a guy with a hand up there, really challenging that shot of Carlo Lastimosa. Just better offense coming from the former Benil Blazer.
Watch this move from Carlo right here. Little nudge to get some space and knock down that fadeaway. We have a timeout. We'll be right back. Coach Mike Sagigit and the Caloocan Batang Kangkalu with an 8-point lead here late in the first half ng ating main game ngayong Lunes. There's a substitution here. Oh no. It's been canceled. No, Bam Lopez ang papasok dito. for Biñan. It looks like, yeah, siya yung papalit kay Kuya Bal, Jason Ballesteros. 34-26. Last shot para dito sa Caloocan Batang Kangkalu here in the half. Biñan with a foul to give. Or Irvin Palencia up against Warren Bonifacio. Irvin, change of pace, fade away, no good. Lopez has time. And no more time.
Halftime is scoring. Biñan
And Caloocan.
26.
First 20 minutes is done. And it's the Batang Kangkalu with the advantage. 34-26. We'll be right back.
Nakan.
Coach, feel ko pinapakitaan kayo.
Nagsidagol. Fade away, one-hander.
James Sena, 15 points in this game, and he is featured in our Gixer Great Move of the Game, Born for Great.
This has to be the play of the game.
Oh yeah.
Put it in the top 10. Number 10. Tapos si Coach Egay. Reaction ni Coach Egay. Pero mo, yumuyo ko, natawa yan eh. Yumuyo ko.
Back to PJ. Against Joshua Yero. Gets past him and rolls it in. Cuts the lead down to 11.
What a finger roll by PJ. Getting past a couple of black shirts and scooping it up. Ibang klase yung finger roll na yun. Off-legged pa. Pero again, stretch na rin kasi yung mileage ng ibang players dito sa Cagers. Eh, no? Oh, what a finish!
Oh, Ramos had to improvise there. At he did that in successful fashion para sa Muntinlupa Cagers. A little run here being made by the guys in blue.
You know what I like about that? He was clearly decided that I'm going to challenge this defense of JJ Pido. And what I like also about it is immediately after he made that shot.
First basket of the game.
Pumayod siya doon at apat ulit ang lamang sa Mindoro. Dipsido from Alfred Flores.
Very shifty. Yung galawan na yun na si Flores.
Play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Bactalio attacks, fakes off his defender. Wow, able to sneak that one through.
Oh man, that's what you miss about a Mactalio, you know? Guys will always say, you know, when you see Mactalio with the ball, he always is gonna find a way to score. And right here, you know, scoop underneath.
Yaping, balik kay Alfred Flores. Malayo ito, galing sa tres! On net! Gutsy shot from Alfred Flores.
I gotta wake myself up. Parang feeling ko, linggo pa rin eh. Naalala ko pa rin si Noy Remoca.
Alfred Flores has come alive here.
Was the first assistant, and then they brought in Coach Onak Magtulis and Coach Richard De La Rosa.
Oh,
Both of
okay.
their teammates during their championship run before. Whoa.
Where did that come from?
Somebody's letting out a lot of rage.
They've had enough of turnovers. Ball got stolen, but not this time. Both Art and J-Boy Solis on the floor at the same time. Good cut.
Bactalio with a reverse.
That to me is really just understanding basic spread offense basketball. See this right here. Ball on the post. That weak side guy, 45, has to cut. And how about that control of Mactalio?
Gixer, great move of the game. Born for great. Coughs up the ball. 2 seconds remaining. Calo steps into a free. Knocks that one down to beat the buzzer. What a night for Eman Calo. May duda pa ba?
Hindi, isang quarter pa, pwede pa magbago isip natin. Pero sa quarter na ito, hindi magbabago ang isip natin that Emad Calo was definitely the best player.
Ah, parang wala lang ha. Talagang umiling-iling pa. Highlights of the game brought to you by
Masama pa yung loob.
the official hydration partner. Kani, left corner shot, no.
What a
Minus
rebound.
climbing the ladder, puts it back in. And a foul whistle on Mindoro.
Say it with your chest, Mr. Minus. After a beautiful play for the second chance, tulad nga nung sinabi mo, inakyat yung mataas na hagdanan. Hindi lang yun, umangat pa ng malakas. 3-point play pa ang kasama.
At this time, we are welcoming Mr. Ruben Dan of Beast Motorcycle Park and Biñan City, Honorable Mayor Chel Alonte.
Mayor Jel Alonte in the building here. Maraming salamat sa kanyang pag-host sa atin dito sa MPBL. And syempre, yung Biñan po ang magiging host ng ating 2025 MPBL All-Star. And we're ready for that on September 6. But for now, focus is on this ball game. The visiting Caloocan Batangkang Kalu getting the better of Biñan at the end of the first half, 34-26.
It was actually Biñan who had a great start to this game. You saw Curva and Lastimosa not setting for outside shots, attacking the basket. But ever since Caloocan put in their second unit, some guys off the bench to match with the speed that Biñan showed during the first few minutes, it's been a different story here for the Caloocan Batangkang Kalu. You see the numbers there on your screen. More three-point shot makes para sa Batangkang Kalu, and they've been moving the ball around while Biñan has had a lot of trouble dealing with the defensive pressure of Caloocan in this game.
Napakaganda nga, no? While Biñan was bleeding for its points, no, in that first half, Caloocan naman using that defensive intensity para makakuha ng mga madadaling basket sa kabila.
Tama ka dyan. Because also they've been moving that ball around, which has made it easier for them to get scoring options, while itong Biñan talagang nahihirapan sila. Most of the times their shots are rushed. Caloocan forcing them into a lot of late shot clock situations, and that has added pressure on them making shots in this game.
Well, you have to remember, Avi, they started this game pushing the pace.
Exactly.
And really, I'm not so sure how they'll adjust, because parang lahat na dito parang nagagawa na nila, no? They've tried out a lot of things here in this ball game, and a lot of it has not worked so far.
Tama ka dyan. And Coach Boyet has actually already dug a little deep into his bench to try and see if he can have a spark from his bench guys, but that has not really materialized in this game.
It's really difficult to come back and recover a bit of that rhythm pag nawawala sa'yo, lalo na pag ganito kahigpit ng pinapakita ng depensa ng Caloocan. But talk about defense, that Pamboy Raimundo forcing that air ball. Matias, though, able to clean it up. Prince Casin with a hustle play leading to that layup.
Well, if you're Biñan, you gotta make sure that you play defense until the very end. You can't just settle into forcing a stop and then letting the other team gain the loose ball, which enables them an easier shot.
Yeah, one guy though has to really get going. Warren Bonifacio. He is good for a double-double every game.
You're right. He has showed that a lot to the Pasay Voyagers. Obviously, there's still some adjustments being made here with his new team, although we've seen him already put up some good numbers. In games like this where you go up against tougher teams, doon talaga masusukat kung talaga nakapag-adjust ka na doon sa bago mong koponan.
Carlo Lastimosa gets into the lane and fires that one-hander in. Casin with a blow-by, blocked by Ballesteros. Ruka Curva gathers, attacks, no. Agawan sa rebound, Tayong Tong has it. Joko leaves it to Matias, the extra pass to Casin.
Wow. Impressive touch passing there on the break. That really kept Biñan on their heels, but Caloocan just quicker to the side.
Ruka Curva. Tayong Tong doing just enough there. He picks up his dribble, and then Warren Bonifacio draws the foul. That is, if you're Biñan, that is the advantage that you have, Warren Bonifacio. But check out This play of the game brought to you by 1xBet, title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more games with 1xBet.
You were left with two guys inside, Ballesteros and Roca Corva. They already did a good job of preventing an initial attempt, but then the guy trailing the play, Prince Casin, hindi nasundan ni Carlo Lastimosa.
Raimundo launches the three. Ballesteros trying to secure the rebound. Tayong Tong with a bullet pass to Matias.
Pamboy Raimundo has not been able to score in this game, and that miss has led Caloocan to go out and running once again with Matias leaking out on the other side.
Roca Corva delivers on the layup. 10-point game.
They have to be the aggressors here in the third quarter, talking about Biñan. That's the only way you can attack pressure defense like this of Caloocan.
Matias with a spin. Turnover.
You can't...
Napunta kay Bal yung pukpul.
Yeah. Baka hiningi niya.
Ay, hindi. Sinalo niya.
Ready to receive.
Fast break of the game is brought to you by Extreme Cool Air Conditioners. Ang Extreme Magpalamig, free installation for split type air conditioners. Parang reimbursement lang yan. Ready to receive.
Pero balita ako, magaling daw mag-basketball yan si Val.
Kaya nga eh. Ganda ng salo eh. Tahimik tayo, baka magtampo si Val.
Mahirap yun. Baka magutom tayo.
7 minutes and 12 seconds remaining here in the third period. Lastimosa gets it to Warren Bonifacio. Pamboy goes to Warren. He'll shoot the jumper. Manday with a rebound. Jeff Manday against Roca Corva, two of the quickest players here in the MPBL in this matchup. Kalahat swings it over to Matias. Got the step on Ballesteros. And Ronnie Matias with a beautiful reverse.
Went in and got that ball in motion, which enabled him to get past Ballesteros right away, finishing on the other side to protect the basketball.
Carlo Lastimosa able to draw the foul on Prince Casin.
Nothing much has changed here in the third quarter. Ball movement has been quick still para sa Caloocan.
Not just the ball movement, the spacing.
Yes.
Hindi masikip eh. Kaya may mga magandang pasa eh. In contrast here with Biñan.
Look how tight it is inside.
And look at the space that they leave on the other side. Pero wala ngang outlet eh. Walang release dito sa kabila.
There's so much congestion inside the paint that even the kick out outside, hindi nila ma-materialize dahil siguro di nila nakikita, or it's really because of the high intensity defensive pressure that's been going around in this game for Caloocan.
I'd like to thank LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Ballesteros split. 11-point lead para dito sa Caloocan, Batang Kangkalu. Casin. Step back jumper from Casin. That doesn't work. Bonifacio. Against Kalahat. Warren. Bigay kay Carlo Lastimosa. Lastimosa in the lane again. Carlo, that will drop para kay Carlo Lastimosa.
He is carrying the fight for Biñan here in this game.
But it's pretty much just going downhill.
Yeah, they have not allowed him open looks. In fact, he has had to bleed for his points in this game. It has all been effort shots by Carlo Lastimosa. Caloocan has made him work for his buckets.
I mean, if I am Coach Mike, I don't mind because there is absolutely no flow to this offense.
In this kind of defense will make sure that guys like Carlo Lastimosa, who have been leading the offense for Biñan sa laro na to, this gets them to be more and more tired because they put in a lot of effort in trying to go for those shots, which could be a factor towards the latter parts of this game.
Joko Tayungtong directing traffic for Caloocan. Barkuma, the swing to Kalahat. He attacks the closeout. Rukakurva with the steal. And the foul given up by Tayungtong.
Not a good foul because they're already in the penalty.
It has to start on the defensive end.
Yes.
If you're Biñan.
If they want to have more opportunities to run, it's either they force turnovers or ensure that Caloocan only gets one shot off per possession. They have to secure the defensive rebound. They have to enable Caloocan to miss from the field.
Rukakurva at the line. May 6 na puntos na si Kenny Rukakurva. Makes the first.
Because I believe that Biñan is so much better in the running game than in the half court.
Get a special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. 2 for 2 for Kenny. It's down to 6 ang lamang ng Caloocan. Almost a steal by Bonifacio. Manlangit back out to Bitoon. Against his former teammate Pamboy Raimundo. Matias swings it over to Barkuma. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Barkuma to JJ Manlangit. That's a 3. JJ extends the lead to 9.
And always with the answer itong Caloocan. Each time that Biñan attempts to make a run here.
Rukakurva. We go to Lastimosa against Barkuma. Finds a Ballesteros. That's much better.
They have to realize where their strengths are. They go to Carlo Lastimosa, who had Barkuma on him, and then Ballesteros lurking on that baseline, get that good time pass galing kay Carlo for that reverse.
This is the assist of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet.
Because when somebody doubles, somebody's got to be open. And that time it was Jason Ballesteros.
Manday, Matias, the spin, the kick out to Manday. And he misses the 3.
Pero tingnan mo kung gaano pinapahirapan ng Caloocan itong Biñan sa kanilang depensa. They're almost gassed trying to catch up with the shooters closing out on them.
Rukakurva against Barkuma. Kenny shoots over Joey, and this is the closest Biñan has gotten since the first half. It's a 5-point game. Rukakurva is into double figures, exploiting his advantage against Barkuma here.
Again, mismatch. This time it was Kenny who had Barkuma on him. Just a simple back down there in the finish over the top.
Carlo Lastimosa coming alive here in the second half. 11 points on 5 of 9 shooting. For more on Carlo, let's go to Amika.
Nandito ang asawa ni Carlo Lastimosa, si Lea. Papakita natin mamaya dyan sa camera. Sa dugout daw, sabi ni Lea kay Coach Boy at Coach, kailangan nyo manalo or pag hindi, hindi ko titigilan si Carlo pa uwi. Pero Carlo has really worked hard for this game. He's been trying to get his rhythm back and so far, he has been dominating. So Delphin Javi.
Thank you so much, Mika. A little reminder. Hirap din, pag misis mo na yung nakabantay.
Ayan.
Yan po si Ma'am Lea. Always supporting. Inside, Kuya Bal, Jason Ballesteros. And they are flowing right now. Biñan.
Again, going to the matchup that they know they could dominate here. It starts again from Roca Curva, who once again had Barcuma on him. And Ballesteros doing what he does best offensively, and that's getting those drop passes and finishing inside the paint.
So right now, if you're, and then, yan na. Yan sana yung tanong ko kay Coach Mike. How long will you keep Barcuma on the floor? Because it's not just 1-2 plays, but it's created a run now for Biñan while he was on the floor.
Tama ka dyan. And I'm sure Coach Mike just tried to give him a chance after those 1 or 2 plays that happened, pero nagtuloy-tuloy na nga eh. And he cannot afford Caloocan to sacrifice their lead, especially Biñan is playing in front of their home crowd. They know that when Biñan starts to get things going here, it's going to be dangerous para sa kanila.
I think that's a foul on Jason Ballesteros right here. Ayun, that's a fake.
Yeah. Got him on the elbow there.
Yeah. Mark Pingris will check in for Jason Ballesteros. Terrific job galing kay Jason Ballesteros. They needed him here in the third.
Oh yeah. He provided them with that option inside.
Free throw of the game is brought to you by Extreme Appliances, ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas.
And of course, aside from that, it was his presence defensively that will always be a nightmare for other teams.
Cervantes misses the first free throw. Second one coming up. Split para kay Real Cervantes. 3-point lead for Caloocan. Under 3 minutes to play here in the third period. Cabanag has returned together with Manday, Bitoon, Manlangit, and Cervantes. Carlo, 8 seconds on the shot clock. Lastimosa will attack. Challenged by Manlangit. Ball is loose. And that's on Cabanag. It will stay with Biñan.
Now you see both teams really turning it up a notch in terms of competing. Lastimosa forced that one up. He had the defense draped all over him.
Well, he could have released earlier to Roca Curva, who can go downhill.
Yeah, that really tends to be a problem for this Biñan team, loaded with so much talent that sometimes it is not second nature for scorers like Lastimosa to kick that ball out when they're making an attack.
Here's Roca Curva. He gets a running start. That's what I'm saying. When he gets a running start, it's either a layup or a foul.
They have to allow him that space na makabuelo.
Ang layo ng buwelo nun eh. Galing sa half court halos.
Ayun ang kailangan niya.
You have to put players in spots where they can really be effective.
Exactly. And that's what Biñan has been doing here in the third quarter. After another slow start, which also happened in the second quarter, they've started to pick things up.
Medyo inabandon na nila yung kahit papano yung kanilang opensa eh, no? And then went exclusively to matchups.
Yes.
Mayor Jel Alonte here. Maraming salamat, Mayor Jel, sa iyong pag-host ng MPBL lagi. Bitoon fires! And who can forget Chris Bitoon?
That's his first attempt of the night.
Nakalimutan nyo na yata kung sino si Chris Bitoon.
Matagal-tagal rin siya nawala.
JJ Pido. Jumper. No. Rebound. Nakuha ni Manlangit. It's been a game of runs. And you see this 3-point shot brought to you by Extreme One-Stop Shop Appliances.
You give him space like that, he's gonna launch. Itong si Chris Bitoon.
And that stash. Oh my goodness.
Mr. Suave.
Kaya nga. That won't count.
That just makes Caloocan so scary to go up against in a playoff series. You saw how they upset Manila last year. They're an even more dangerous team this year.
Yeah, with Bitoon and Manday added to that roster. There's a whistle going against Pido. They are not yet in penalty.
No, already penalty.
Oh, yun na nga. Sorry about that. Kaya pala medyo hindi natuwa si JJ Pido sa foul na yon. Chris Bitoon had to deal with injuries this season. Medyo matagal din siya bago nakabalik. But 5 straight points here.
But he just really provides another guard who can orchestrate and much more score para dito sa Caloocan.
Pido is trapped. A foul on Cabanag.
It is a poor foul that actually will send Biñan to the free throw line. That's JJ Pido.
Referee Zenwan Ansala right there. He might get a warning as well.
Yeah, he was vehemently denying that call.
Congressman Uka Malapitan. Always there for his team. Pido nails the first free throw. Captain Hook, Mac Cardona, and KG Canaleta there.
It's been a while since we've seen KG in action here.
Yeah, oo nga. Matagal-tagal na rin.
He was one of their more consistent performers at the start of the season.
51-46. Naman ang Caloocan. Bitoon has scored the last 5. Manlangit misses the jumper. Ivani Pingris, Bam Lopez. They go to Bonifacio down low. Against Manlangit, that's a foul on JJ Manlangit. And that could be another warning for unsportsmanlike behavior.
Coach Boyet wants a technical.
Yung gesture na kamay na parang he would have none of that call.
Coach Boyet should be careful himself. Kasi baka siya naman ang magbigay ng technical.
Technical foul on Caloocan number 31, JJ Manlangit for unsportsmanlike behavior, second infraction.
Oh yeah, that's his second infraction. So, natuluyan.
Head coach Boyet Fernandez for
He gets warned as well.
behavior.
This is clearly a foul.
Yeah, no doubt about that. A lot of contact there. There was the gesture. There you go. Totally disagreeing with that call. So it's going to be 3 free throws right now for Biñan, with Lopez taking the technical.
And he rattles that one home. 2 free throws para kay Warren Bonifacio. 5 points para kay Bam Lopez.
Jungbon Subre comes in for JJ Manlangit at the line for 2.
Tinabaho din talaga ng Biñan to get into this point of the ball game. Not just the score, but the way they're playing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Biñan has had to really go back to where they're really strong at. And that's the nature of their team. They're great individual talent on their roster. So they went to those matchups, as you mentioned earlier, which greatly helped them in getting back into this game. But those fouls not helping them at this moment. Totally unnecessary.
Manday, an excellent free throw shooter, is at the line. Already with 9 points coming from three-pointers. Jeff Manday, pag nasa linya, parang lilista mo na lang.
Everything with no defense in front of him is a warm-up shot.
And 52-48. But the first time, I played pickup ball with him the first time he was here in Manila a few years ago.
How was that experience?
And the guy actually did not look like he was a player. He was a baller. Akala mo, relax lang eh. Masyadong chill. Ayun. Tapos pinaulanan ka na ng 3 points. Hindi pala chill. That's a miss. Pingres inside. He's fouled by Bonsubre. 2 free throws para kay Mark Pingres.
Now it's them dumping it inside. Itong Biñan. Pingres having a slight height advantage over Jun Bonsubre there.
31% free throw shooter for the season, Mark Pingres.
I remember how he used to be an above 70% free throw shooter, especially when he was playing for the national team.
Oo. Sa position niya kasi, he gets fouled a lot.
Yes.
2 points so far para kay Pinoy Sakuragi. Split at the line para kay Mark Pingres. Shot clock is off. Chris Biton, 15 on the game clock against JJ Pido, and Pido, it's too close for comfort, and
You just can't play defense with your hands down. You have to move your feet. You will really be caught for that foul once you put your hands down on the guy you're guarding. The trick is when you're guarding a dynamic guy like Chris Biton, you gotta have your eyes fixed on both the ball and the middle of the body.
look at, they're like father and son right there, Coach Boyet and JJ Pido. Pinapangaralan ni Coach Boyet. Because it's a clock situation as well.
Yeah, 11.3 seconds. And he has to realize that was a very crucial foul to be committed because it lets Caloocan extend the lead with the clock stop.
Nat Lopez in trouble against Manday. Gets it to Maestre. Roca Corva gets a running start. And Kenny Roca Corva does the rest. 14 in the ball game para kay Kenny Roca Corva. And some momentum for Biñan going into the fourth and final quarter. They're still down by 4 against the Batang Caloocan. Highlights of the game brought to you by Ciplas, the official hydration partner of the MPBL. Elevator hydration. What changed here for Biñan in the third, Javi?
It was going to their strengths. Their defense too improved even after Caloocan had a good start. You saw the great touch passing. The ball movement was quick. Caloocan was figuring it out in the start of the third quarter, but then this happened. When Joey Barcuma came in, Lastimosa and Roca Curva both took advantage of it, and they were locating guys like Jason Ballesteros and Mark Pingres inside. So Biñan down by just 4 points entering the fourth quarter.
That's our fan of the game, brought to you by LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. Meanwhile, let's go to Mika.
One of the more notable matchups in this game is that of CB and Pamboy Raimundo. Two players who are very close, shared some championship stints together. CB said, Pamboy is just hard to be an opponent. He never wishes for days like this to happen. Sabi naman ni Pamboy, he will never forget the time he advised CB to move teams after that Nueva stint, as he wasn't really one of the first options there. To this day, Pamboy has this to say, CB is the best point guard of the league for him. And this Caloocan stint is the perfect place to prove that. Much pressure on CB tonight, but handling it well. So Delphin Javi.
Well, that 7-point clustered together by Chris Bitoon late in the third, you know, pretty much reminding what Pamboy Raimundo said earlier. Bam Lopez knocks down the three. Best quarter for Biñan in the third, 25-21. Caloocan took the first two, 16-14, 18-12, but wow, big advice kay Pamboy Raimundo. You see, all these players, they have connections, and sometimes because they battle so hard on the court, hindi natin makikita yan.
Yeah, and those are really huge words na binitawan ni Pamboy, and saying Chris Bitoon is the best point guard in this league. And he is one of the best point guards with the scoring, with the passing, just the smarts on the court.
Pamboy though, Biñan right now firing on all cylinders. First basket para kay Pamboy, and they are within one.
Now this is turning out more to be the game that we expected it to be. With both teams able to knock down shots back and forth.
Manday, there's a foul on Lopez.
But Bam Lopez though, wow, super quality minutes in this game. He's only played about 9 minutes and he's already scored 8 points in this one.
He's been the X factor here for Biñan. And what about this pass? Galing kay Ruka Curva, and the recovery in vain because Jeff Manday has answered with a three of his own.
He's hit a slew of threes in this game. Talking about Jeff Manday, 14 points sa laro na to.
Pamboy, Maestre to Ruka Curva, gets it to Ping inside, the foul on Cervantes.
I think this has been one of the main differences here in the second half. It's the ability to hit the big man off drives to the basket for Biñan.
And then the difference for Caloocan has been the three.
Our three-point shooting has been on point tonight with Jeff Manday hitting a bunch of them.
10 of 20 from beyond the arc for Caloocan tonight. Pinger is a little frustrated with himself after missing the free throw. What a recovery for Biñan though.
Well, like we mentioned at the top of our coverage, there's some high stakes to this game. Even if both teams come from different divisions.
4 points para kay Mark Pingris. Bunsubre takes the jumper. Masyado malakas. Cervantes with a rebound. Napayungan ni Maestre. Too strong. Rebound. Mark Pingris. A chance to tie with a three for Biñan Tatak Gel. Caloocan protecting a 3-point lead. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Pamboy from downtown. Masyado malakas. He gets it back. Finds Ruka Curva. Pingris underneath. Pingris, the jump stop. The hook. And the bucket from Mark Pingris. And Biñan is within one with 7.5 minutes to play. Mark Pingris. This is the Kicks Are Great move of the game. Born for greatness. Just remembering what he does best.
It also, the reason why Ping has now a lot of space to operate is because there's not a lot of standing around compared to what happened in the first half, where you saw Ping trying to back down his defender and the other guys were just waiting in the wings. Now there's a lot of movement off ball, cutting players, and now Pingris gets the defense confused on who to really put their attention on.
It's 61-60. Joko Tayungtong returns. Sir Paul Sanga. Ronnie Matias is back on the floor as well. Manday, Bitoon, Matias, Tayungtong, and Bonsubre for Caloocan. Roca Curva, Maestre, Pingris, Lopez, and Raimundo for Biñan. They try to dump it to Bonsubre. He gets the 2 points.
I think this might have been hit there, kaya di na siya nakadepensa muli doon. At allowed Bonsubre an easy look at the basket.
Tamboy. Here's Luca Curva now with Lopez. He'll shoot the three and knock it down. How big has he been? Bam Lopez, 11 points off the bench, repaying the trust of Coach Boyet.
Wow, he has really showed out sa laro na to. And not just offensively, his defense has affected Caloocan's guards in this game. His energy has also rubbed off on his other teammates. Gutsy shot here off the pass by Kenny Roca Curva. Still a lot of time on their shot clock, but open look, he doesn't mind.
Definitely the right word. Is gutsy. Brave, courageous. Pwede mong sabihin din yun. Because if that missed the mark, oh my.
I think he would hear an earful galing kay Coach Boyd if that missed.
Tayungtong corner. One dribble pull-up. No. Lopez flying high for that rebound. Biñan has numbers. Lopez finds Raimundo. Maestre now. Gets it to Bam Lopez. He'll attack. Lastimosa. That's a three! Biñan in the lead. 66-63 with under 6 minutes remaining. What a turnaround here in the second half.
Unbelievable. Oh my goodness. And that wasn't an easy possession for Biñan. You saw how they had to deal with the defense of Caloocan there. It took Bam Lopez, that tough baseline drive. They repeatedly were throwing it around on the left side, but Lopez made that pass to Carlo Lastimosa. Hand in the face, no problem.
Carlo will attack middle. The one-hander, that's off the mark. Bam Lopez could not save that.
Now that's not a good shot. Forced shot there by Carlo Lastimosa, but Coach Boyet says, okay, let's go on to the next play. Bam Lopez getting a well-deserved breather here. Look at that pass. Galing kay Lopez and Lastimosa. Just enough space to launch.
He went deep there. Ito si Bam Lopez.
So deep.
And then, right now, you get Kenny Roca Curva back on the floor. 15-8 in this quarter for Biñan. 5 minutes remaining in this ball game. Jeramer Cabanag against Kenny Roca Curva. Cabanag trying to find a way against Roca Curva. He gets it to Matias. A three from Ronnie Matias. These two teams trading big shots here on this Monday night.
Now this is more like the level of basketball that we've expected from both squads. Fourth quarter, winning time. All the players trying to turn it up a notch.
Pingris against Matias. They converge on Ping. That's last touch on Mark Pingris.
Oh, three guys going down there to pressure Mark Pingris. Somebody was open. Two guys actually were. And here it was Matias, 3 for 3.
Malahat is back as well. Attacks the defense of Maestre. That's a foul on Mike Maestre. Romel Calahat. 2 free throws coming up.
Blocking foul on number 29, Mike Maestres first. 13 foul.
Biñan trailed by as many as 12 in the third quarter.
Coming back in for Mark
At the 7:57 mark. when Ronnie Matias made a layup to make it 40-28 and even had a 12-point lead at the 7-minute mark on a Matias basket as well.
Yeah, you know, these guys, they just fought tooth and nail talking about Biñan to get back in this game. The crowd was really silenced earlier, but now the crowd has gone back.
A special deal from 1xBet. Scan the QR code and claim your special offer. Kalahat split at the line. Caloocan back in front. Kasin is back as well para sa Caloocan. Kabanag, Tayungtong, Kalahat, and Matias. Lastimosa, Maestre, Raimundo, Rocacurva, and Warren Bonifacio para naman sa Biñan. Lastimosa with a crossover. Leans in and also draws the foul on Jeremer Cabanag.
He is exclusively attacking inside. This game, he has not settled for a lot of jumpers. Ito si Carlo Lastimosa, just some catch and shoot situations, but other than that, when he gets the ball, he puts it on the bounce and he's trying to attack.
First free throw does not work para kay Carlo. And we have been harping about, you know, Biñan trying to fall into individual plays, but the way to si Carlo Lastimosa has been forceful is something that actually works for them.
Yeah, because it makes the defense commit to him, and Carlo has not been shy to move that ball, especially when Ballesteros was there earlier. Pingris now taking over that role. He's back on the bench. Now it's Bonifacio and Maestre trying to see if they can get passes from Carlo on attacks.
Ball loose, turnover for Caloocan. Bonifacio. Oh, loses the handle as well. Here's Jeremer Cabanag. Gets it to Kalahat. No good. Kasin with a rebound. Labas kay Matias. Sends it to Cabanag immediately. Andun si Rocacurva. Kalahat with the pick. Jeremer with the drive. Quick hands by Carlo. It will stay with Caloocan with only 4 seconds in their shot clock.
4 seconds to shoot.
Tied at 67. 3 minutes and 3 seconds remaining. Cabanag pops out, launches the three, and that doesn't work. Rebound nakuha ni Mike Maestre, and Biñan will slow things down. Maestre to Carlo Lastimosa. Hang time move! Whoa! Oh boy! Carlo Lastimosa hung in the air before putting that one in.
Iba talaga pag yung asawa mo ang nagpupush sa'yo, no?
Dapat lang. Jeremer Cabanag falls down, gets it to Kasin. Kasin, the step back three. Masyadong malakas. Kalahat has it. Tayungtong just in the nick of time.
Big shot there by Choco Tayungtong. He has not been much of a factor in this game. Only his 4th point sa laro na to, but just before the shot clock buzzer, that was a much-needed basket.
Bonifacio will finish off the feed from Pamboy Raimundo. 2 minutes remaining in this ball game. 2-point lead for Biñan.
Again, the Takjal actually hang on here.
Kalahat lets it fly and knocks it down. That's a big-time basket galing kay Romel Kalahat.
Even Romel Kalahat, who has not also been a significant contributor in this game, joining in on the party here late in this matchup. This was Raimundo going to Bonifacio. He got 2 defenders on him, left Warren Bonifacio without anybody in front, and then Kalahat the answer with a 3 sa kabilang dulo.
6 deadlocks, 8 lead changes. They go to Pingris against Matias. The cut from Rocacurva, the drop to Carlo. That's a foul on Kasin. That's a foul on Kasin.
You can barely hear the whistle here. Di tayo punong-puno dito. I mean, it's a good-sized crowd for a Monday night. The noise of the crowd has been crazy here in the fourth quarter.
Cassin claiming he did not touch Carlo Lastimosa. There's a coach's challenge here. We'll be right back.
The Batang Kangaroos challenge was successful. There was no foul, retained possession by Biñan Tadakchel.
So the challenge is successful for Coach Mike Sagigit. All ball for Cassin.
Well, it was a good pass by Roca Curva, but somebody from Caloocan, that was Prince Cassin, was ready to challenge whatever shot Lastimosa had to put up.
I don't think Carlo was that ready for the pass.
Well, for one, the shot clock was winding down. He maybe thought that Kenny would go up for a shot, but he was also well defended, met by two defenders underneath.
Bonifacio had to fire. That's a shot clock violation.
Did not hit the ring. That's the right call. They only had 2 seconds on the clock there to put up a decent shot, but they settled for Bonifacio's three-point attempt that was from way out.
Both teams with a foul to give. 2 timeouts as well for each team. A little over a minute remaining here. We're going down the wire on this Monday night here in Biñan. Prince Cassin. Blocked by Lastimosa. Biñan gets the stop. Pamboy fires a 3. No. Pingris secures the rebound. Roca Curva. Bonifacio. No. Warren gets it back. The kick out to Pamboy. 32 seconds remaining. It's a 1-point game. What will Biñan do here? Runner from Pamboy does not work. Tayong Tong gets a running start. And Biñan needs a foul. Big opportunities missed by the Tatak Gel right there.
It was a good look, galing kay Pamboy. Really pressured by the lack of time here, but he was able to get past the defense. Good look down the free throw line para kay Pamboy Raimundo, just unable to hit it.
Unfortunately for Biñan, they weren't able to locate Carlo Lastimosa in those last 3 possessions that they had.
Tama ka dyan. I think that's where they wanted to go, but the defense of Caloocan just not allowing it.
No, nandun sa kabilang side si Carlo on those 3 possessions there.
Huwag na tayo pag nakuha natin ha! Pare ha, puso ha! Pare, saan inbound? Saan inbound natin? Saan inbound? Kaliwa, coach, kaliwa. Isa lang. Penalty sila, coach? Penalty na. Time out na. Kaya grab natin. Ingat sa ano, screen. Go! Basta baka tumobol dito. Sabi ko. Papaulin na ako sa coach. Big foul yan. Si Ronnie to, si Ronnie. Ay, relax lang. Labas. Pag nabigyan ng foul wait na. Baka tumobol Hawak lang muna. Shake tayo. Shake tayo. Triangle tayo. Ingat ha, ingat ha. Dito, wala. Dito, wala.
Okay? Deny natin to. Pag lumabas doon, pagpisa, first pass, double. Pag kick out, foul tayo. If ever. Okay? Hey, go for the steal first. Ha? Don't settle for foul right away. Trap muna tayo. Okay? Pero, Mike, pag dito, double, ikaw yon. Pag dito, Mike, double ka. Then, ang babalik rito, Carlo, ikaw to. Ha? Deny. Pinasa rito, double tayo. Pag pinasa rito, double tayo rito. Carlo rito, deny tayo. Okay? Sino passer?
And these are the games where coach and players, particularly for someone like Mike Sagigit, who's been in this position for only a few months, is a big moment para sa kanila. You listen to that timeout, they go to the triangle immediately. Biñan naman, denial on everything.
Yeah, and they plan to double first. They're not going to settle for a foul early. They're going to try to go for the steal first.
Oh, almost the steal. Kasin gets it across.
Now they have to foul.
Now they have to foul Biton. 11.6.
Missed defensive coverage there. I think nalito si Kenero Kakurva on where he has to be. That's why Coach Boyet was not happy with how that play transpired.
Mark Pingris replacing
Pingris. Make no mistake about it. May chance pa dito.
Oh yeah.
Biñan.
This is far from over.
Even if Biton makes both free throws. Perfect at the line so far. Still perfect. Timely hits para kay Chris Biton. 8 points.
Practically gun shot the whole game. Did not attempt a shot until the third quarter.
He was pretty much trying to feel his way back into this, into the swing of things, particularly para dito sa Caloocan. Matagal siya nawala. Medyo may katagalan.
Tama ka dyan. Especially, after his long layoff, he's trying to not disrupt what chemistry they've already developed without him and trying to just fit seamlessly into it.
Timeout para kay Coach Boyet. Biñan down by 3.
Kenny. Ito gagawin natin ha. Stop ka.
Let's go.
Carlo. Bamba, ikaw to. Okay?
Coach, kailangan sa Kenny para sa rebound. Sige, ako muna labas. Hindi pwede sila. Hindi pwede? Hindi pwede. Go.
Kenny, ikaw dito. Sige, go. Bam, bigyan mo.
Okay lang.
O, Carlo, ikaw to ha. Down screen. Fanboy, labas.
Sino yung coach?
Ikaw to, Kuya Ping.
Down screen ka.
Fanboy to. Carlo to. Kelly, ikaw to. Ikaw to, Kelly. Ikaw to, Warren. Ito mangyari ha. Down screen. Labas. Bigay. Hand off kay Carlo. Diretso. Flare screen ka dito ulit.
Coach, maka-i-deny ako ha.
Oo nga. Pag-deny, direkto tayo kay Juan. Hey, ready tayo quick 2.
Coach, papos na. May ball.
Carlo, pagpasok mo, ilubog mo konti ha.
Again.
Hand off ko lang sa'yo, ilubog mo konti ha, kasi titail sa'yo yan. Okay.
Humble.
Yan,
Okay. Dito, Ping. Ikaw, Warren. Ikaw to, Kelly. Screen. Labas, pag dinay poste, atake ka agad. Okay. Pag wala, bigay kay Carlo, kay Pamboy. Hand off.
Carlo, ilubog mo ha.
Ping, first
Titail
screen
sa'yo.
mo.
Carlo.
They can go for a quick 2, Biñan.
Yeah,
and play the foul game.
They still have a timeout left, so that could work.
Caloocan also with a foul to give and a timeout. And they will deny Lastimosa, Pamboy Raimundo. Lastimosa gets it back. Carlo, ball knocked away by Tayong Tong. And that should be the ball game here for Caloocan. And Batang Kangkalu with a big win here on the road against
At the
Biñan.
end of the game, ladies and gentlemen, our final
Well, one
score,
thing's for sure,
Biñan
Carlos
and
Simos is going to have a long drive home.
71 and 74
Tough way
for the win
to finish this
by
ball
the
game.
Caloocan
If you're
Batang
Biñan,
Caloo.
quick hands there from Joko Tayungtong, forcing the turnover, and then time expiring here with Caloocan preserving this victory. 74-71, it has finished here in Biñan. The Caloocan Batang Caloo pick up another victory. Our best player of the game brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. Your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. And Jeff Manday delivering on a Monday had 14 points and some crucial triples para dito sa Caloocan. And not just the triples, but the work he did defensively, Javi.
Tama ka dyan. You know, he was just all over the place in this game. Helped itong Caloocan when they were in a very tough situation, especially when Biñan was making a comeback. Their character was tested in the fourth quarter, but they held strong and was able to pull out this important victory that puts them in step with the team's upstart in the north.
Let's go to Mika Abisamis.
Maraming salamat. Congratulations, Jeff. Tatlong tres sa first half, isang tres sa fourth quarter. Ang lalaking bagay para matapos na yung sinimulan niyo sa araw na to. Kumusta ka?
Sobrang pasasalamat namin kasi yung mga tinatakbo namin sa ensayo, nakukuha namin dito sa game. Yun lang, sinasabi namin ni Coach Mike sa amin, love the small details lang at saka nakukuha naman namin. In-enjoy namin yung laro.
Pag-usapan mo yung practice, pag-usapan mo yung small details, meron ding mga ibang gumawa at may big baskets ngayong araw, no? Si Kalahat, si Bitoon. Tingin mo ba sapat na tong mga performances na ganito para sa mga susunod nyong kalaban? Alam ko, Pangasinan ang next.
Siguro hindi pa enough kasi yun nga, marami pa kami mga lapses sa game. And kailangan pa namin puluduhin yung mga, namin, yung mga offense tsaka sa depensa namin kasi yun nga, nabubutas at saka nagkukulaps kami. Ayun lang.
Maraming salamat. Meron ka ba mga gustong batiin at pasalamatan?
Una, binabati ko si thank you Lord for the win and nagpapasalamat kami sa walang sawang suporta kay Mayor Along Malapitan, Kung Oka, Konsi, Enteng Malapitan, and Lixie Malapitan at sa mga sponsors, Yan Coolers, High Top LPG, Stay Cool Clothing, World Balance, Mandarin Sky, Father Rowell nasa Jerusalem, and Brother Arnold, Pastor Rib of GCF Caloocan. And also binabati ko yung partner ko na si Kat. Advance happy birthday bukas. Mag-enjoy ka lagi. And dito lang ako. Love kita. And yung mama at papa ko, mama, and sa mga kapatid ko. And also, binabati ko yung friend ni Coach Mike. Laban lang paring Chong. Mahal ka ni Coach Mike and Caloocan. Tsaka binabati ko si Pastor, yung father-in-law ko na don't give up lang sa problema mo at saka dito lang kami dadamay at hindi kami bibigay sa'yo. Love ka namin, Melvin Villanueva, tsaka kay Boss Pau, and kaibigan ko si Malmal, and kay Tonying. Yun lang.
Maraming salamat. Big win for Jeff Manday and the rest of the Batang Caloo. This best play of the game is brought to you by 1xBet, the title sponsor of the MPBL. 1xBet, your choice, your victory. Feel more game with 1xBet. Si Delphin Javi.
Thank you so much, Mika. Congratulations, Jeff Manday, and whoever it is na mga binati niya doon. Hope they are doing well. Bukas, biyaheng Orion Bataan ng Liga ng Bawat Pilipino, Basilan against Sarangani. This is a good one right there. 6 p.m. Nueva Ecija laban sa Imos, and Pampanga against Bataan. So 3 more games on tap, and we started the brand new week with a bang here in Biñan. Para sa aking partner, Javi Palanya, courtside reporter, Mika Abisamis, and for all the men and women making up our team here, ito po si Dev Tupas. Maraming salamat ang inyong pagsuporta sa Liga ng Bawat Pilipino. Good night from the city of Biñan in Laguna.